And Paul, surprisingly, however, was not in that position. He knew who he was. He was solid in who he was. That's why when these unjust criticism was coming his way, he was not bothered. All the more he wanted to come out and say, look, listen, if you really want to compare it, if you want to really have something to argue about, let's do it. Because I am so sure of who I am. Another portion in a different letter that he wrote, it's in 1 Corinthians chapter 3. It says, what after all is Apollos? It was a co-worker of his that also did missionary journeys. And what is Paul? Only servants through whom you came to believe, as the Lord has assigned to each his task. I planted the seed, Apollos watered it, but God has been making it grow. So neither the one who plants nor the one who waters is anything, but only God, who makes things grow. The one who plants and the one who waters have one purpose, and they will each be rewarded according to their own labor. For we are co-workers in God's service, and you are God's field, God's building. Paul wasn't bothered by who's watering, who's planting. Apollos did that. Apollos built that project. And Paul had many friends. He had Titus, he had Timothy, and he had Peter, he had the apostles. But he wasn't afraid. He wasn't insecure of what they were doing because he was so driven by who he was and what God assigned him. Let's read that again. I planted the seed, Apollos watered it, but God has been making it grow. We have different roles. We have different places in this mission. So neither the one who plants nor the one who waters is anything, but only God who makes things grow. So I want to encourage us, build your identity. Don't build in something so shallow that can just suddenly disappear overnight, but build something in what God has created you and how God created all of us. That we first and foremost find our identity in God and say, God, who am I? Help me to discover who I am as I seek after you day by day.